We're very excited. I did not see this one coming. Our plans have changed once again. No, they're not.
They are.
You know they're not, Zach.
You
had a feeling you'd come back and save me.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to another Florida vlog. Although this one is gonna be a lot different than all of my others because up until now, you have seen sunshine and happiness and lots of trips to the beach and pool, but we are actually kind of hunkering down a little bit, or at least we are gonna have to be because a tropical storm is headed our way. And I've literally just been in my pajamas all morning. It is, well, I guess it's not that late. It's 8:54, but normally I'm up, I'm at it. If I'm going for a run that day, I go for a run. If not, I, get on with my day, but I really want to run. I just simply can't. It is so windy outside. And I've just been when, it's almost like I feel like I'm giving myself an excuse, like, oh, it's a little windy, but I think I might blow over if I try to go for a run. So I think I'm just gonna start my day, and then if I wanna do something at the end of my day, I can, workout wise. But I'm not scared for this storm. It's just, we had just rain hit yesterday, literally our first rainstorm here. It's crazy. It's just been such good weather, and it was scary just looking out at the water. And I don't know, it's just different when you're on the water. I'm not used to this lifestyle. I'm from New York, okay? I'm not even getting ready for anything in particular. I just have, a bunch of errands to do today. I want to look like a real human being who actually takes care of herself. That was not the case yesterday. It was just an editing day, and by the end of my editing days, I feel like a troll. And that's my bad. I didn't even brush my hair, so no wonder I was feeling that way. Zach right now is dealing with an Amazon package that he accidentally ordered to our Charlotte location when we were in Charlotte. It's one of the headaches with this whole travel thing. I would say that is actually the biggest headache, just packages and not, knowing you can get them at each place and how to get them. That's just been one of the hardest things, especially for me as, a content creator who does sponsorships. It's just really not professional when a package gets lost. But oh my gosh, guys, I have a new show rec for you, or a documentary rec. It blew my mind. I can't believe I hadn't even heard of this case or this story before last night. Put on Hulu, and then this just kind of caught my eye. It's called God Forbid, and it is about the Falwell family. They're pretty much, I'd never heard of them. They're the first family of evangelical Christians. They're very well known. The man, Jerry, is the president of the biggest Christian college. I think that's what they called it. Very, very prominent. They have a lot of political figures speak there. But what was going on behind the scenes, which, by the way, the rules at this college are you can't drink, you can't, I don't even think you could hold hands or hug with the opposite sex, not before marriage. Very strict rules. Couldn't go to parties, anything like that. Yet, do you want to know what the president and his wife were doing? They were having an affair with a pool boy. So that's the gripping headline. But what really was going on was the wife was at the Fontainebleau, I think that's how you pronounce it, Fontainebleau Hotel one day. And then the pool boy, who was 20 years old, caught her eye. She invited him up to her hotel room, but the big caveat, the big catch was her husband had to watch what they did, if you catch my drift. And they ended up having a 7-year relationship, the three of them. So the man, Jerry, and the pool boy, Giancarlo, never had a relationship together. It was all Giancarlo and the wife, literally having an emotional relationship too, where they say I love you to each other and all of that. But here's the thing, the pool boy was so young and there was a huge power dynamic, and he felt like he couldn't let go. Then suddenly they were involved in property investments together, and Giancarlo, the pool boy, wanted to be in on that, and then he felt like he had to continue his relationship with Becky, the wife. And it was so crazy. I'm so passionate about this because I couldn't believe this was a real story. It was crazy, but honestly, I feel so bad for that family's children. They had 3 children that were around the same age as Giancarlo, and I feel like that's so embarrassing. And I said that last night, and Zach was like, oh, they're rich, whatever, they don't care. But who cares? Not again. Oh, if you guys watched my last vlog, they're doing repairs at a condo next door, and this goes on all morning, and it makes my head explode. This sucks. Well, this is pleasant. I'm gonna go over now and just not record the rest of the morning. But, oh, actually, at one point, I want to talk to you about the pajamas I am wearing. I am obsessed, but okay, I think he stopped for now. We'll see. We'll find a quiet time to discuss. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think we are in the clear. Guys, it is literally 2 hours later. It has just been nonstop construction all morning, which honestly was a good thing because it forced me to just sit down and edit a video, but it's almost noon and I'm still in my pajamas, which I'm not even complaining about because these are the most luxurious, comfy pajamas I have ever put on my body. It is LILYSILK, and I want to thank LILYSILK for sponsoring this video, which if you guys have never heard of LILYSILK, it's basically your one-stop shop for all things silk. Everything from pajamas, dresses, skirts, blouses, bedding. This guy has been my new favorite thing ever. This is my pillowcase. It is the smoothest thing ever. And when it comes to silk, it is not all created equal. With LILYSILK, they use all natural fibers, not synthetic, and the silk is sourced from mulberry trees, which require less water to grow than cotton. So it's good for the environment, and it's also so good for your skin. I've been hearing this for years, even though for years I did sleep with a cotton pillowcase. But with cotton pillowcases, there is more resistance against your skin, which can cause wrinkles. With silk, there's no resistance. I probably look so weird doing this. I'm like, hello. But there's no resistance. It's just so smooth. And because it's so smooth, it helps retain natural moisture in your skincare. And not only that, it's also so good for your hair. It's just all about the texture, and it helps lessen breakage and frizz, and your hair can glide on the pillow and not get all staticky and knot. Silk is also amazing if you have allergies, and it is a natural mold and fungal repellent and doesn't attract dust mites. And it's a great temperature regulator. So on super hot nights, it'll actually help you expel excess heat. And when it's super cold, it helps your body retain heat. But quite possibly the best part is you can also wear silk. And the really neat thing about LILYSILK is that you can get affordable investment pieces. So these are pieces that aren't just going to rotate out of your closet in a year. No, these are staples in your closet. And when I saw this blouse on the website, I knew I had to have it. First of all, can I just say, I have owned so many blouses in my time, especially as a reporter. I have never in my life even touched a blouse that feels this soft. Like it's hard to even explain. It feels, what does it feel like? You know when you have like a crunchy blouse? Does anyone relate to that? I've had crunchy blouses where it just does not feel right. This feels so nice. And the really neat thing about this blouse, you can wear it in so many ways. You can dress it down a little bit with jeans and kind of go for a more casual look. You could even pop on some shorts, especially here in Florida. I think this would be a cute look because this blouse is not heavy at all, super breathable, and that's a cute look. Or if you do want to go with the traditional businessy look, you can wear pants, and the pants I'm showing you are actually from LILYSILK. These are super cute, and they're so light. Like, this is gonna sound weird, I almost like to wear clothes where it feels like I'm not wearing clothes. I know that sounds weird, but that is genuinely how it feels when I'm wearing LILYSILK. And then one of my favorite pieces is this little number right here, a dress, and I feel like I should be going to, like, I don't know, the Oscars with this. Like, I've never owned anything like it, and it just looks luxurious. The last piece I want to show you guys was honestly an underdog. Like, I didn't know what to expect when I decided to try the LILYSILK One Size Fits Most silk bra. I mean, I've never worn a silk bra in my life. Like, what the heck? I don't even know what to say. The reason I am so obsessed with this bra comes down to two things. It combines two things where I can never find this perfect combination. One, it is the comfiest thing I've ever put on my body, but two, there is support, because I've put on some comfy bras, but I'm like, all right, it's not practical, it's not supportive. This was a huge underdog that I'm obsessed with. So I'm gonna have all of these pieces linked below, although I encourage you to go to their website and just scroll. I had so much fun picking out my perfect, like, I've just never owned silk clothes, so like my perfect wardrobe staples. You can make so many outfit combinations. And it's also really neat that LILYSILK is zero waste and environmentally conscious. So if they have any extra fabric, any extra material, it's used, it's not thrown out. They use it for things like scrunchies and silk eye masks. So once again, I will have all of that information down below, and honestly, it even makes a good gift. If you want to get someone a silk pajama set, even the silk pillowcases, definitely would make for a good Christmas present, although you guys know I'm definitely not the best at giving presents. My track record isn't flawless, but no, seriously, I mean, if I were to receive this as a gift, I'd be happy. All right, it is time to run some errands. Stop number 1, the St. Pete Running Company. The goods have been acquired. I decided to finally bite the bullet and get Hoka running shoes, which I've heard so many great things about, and lately I've just been getting really bad shin splints when I run. I don't know if I'm just not used to running on this type of surface. I don't know what it is, but since I've been here, I've been getting such bad shin splints with my Ghost running shoes. So, are you ready for the big reveal? Which color I got? The same as always. I am just obsessed with black running shoes. I don't like light colored or even any colored running shoes. Maybe one day I'll branch out, but just black is my favorite, just plain. And this at least gives like a little dimension or a little pop, but these are supposed to be super cushiony, and that is what I need. And now we are on to stop number 2. We're getting a shot. Also, when I say we, I mean me. I don't know why I say we all the time. It looks like it is about to dump rain, so I'm trying to get home as soon as possible, but just got my B12 shot. I'm trying to get them weekly now, every Wednesday, to see how I feel, and I also am taking the pill at the same time. So we're gonna try things out, and then not gonna lie, yes, an impulse purchase was made. This isn't even impulse. I tried ordering this online. They tried to deliver it to the condo. It didn't work. It was a whole thing. So I just decided to get it in person before it is no longer on sale. And then once it arrives at my door, I can exchange or whatever I need to do. But it's actually the same thing I'm wearing right now. This Tommy Hilfiger t-shirt dress. I just really like the material. Like, it's actually a good material, not just like a random like cotton, like, I don't know. So I got this in striped navy. It's literally the same thing. I do have a disorder where if I like something, I need it in every color. Like, it's a problem. It really, like, I do this with everything, but what can I say? I like it. I just made myself a turkey sandwich for lunch, and I forgot how A, easy these are to make. Like, literally took me less than 3 minutes, and B, delicious. Okay. It is time for me to discuss our living situation because our plans have changed once again. And by the way, in case you're wondering why the camera angle is weird, I am waiting for Zach to join me momentarily. I think you can hear why it took him a second. He was in the bathroom where he spends most of his time. I've grabbed my tea. Of course, Zach would never dare to be in front of a camera without a cup of water in his hand. It's always been his little nervous tick. Even though you're not nervous, I don't know why you do it.
Why I stay hydrated doesn't make sense.
You know that's not what I mean. Zach, stop. I don't want to record anymore. Look at us. I'm a ghost next to you. When did this happen?
I can't even tell.
Zach, I'm a literal ghost. This is awful. But yeah, so we never even told you guys where we were going to go. So as far as you guys know, it's like the plans are the same. Originally, next month, Zach and I were going to go to
Miami.
Yeah, we were gonna go to Miami, which was very, what's the word? Like, different. Like, this was certainly not a place we planned on moving to. I don't think either of us would necessarily like fit in Miami. I mean, also it's just so expensive. Very like go out, clubby. I know that's not all of Miami. Of course, there are many people who live in suburbs of Miami that are just normal, but we were gonna be staying downtown Miami in Brickell. But then suddenly I got the notification that our Airbnb host canceled on us. I think it was like 33, 34 days before our reservation.
It was when we were driving here.
Yeah.
It was when we were leaving Charlotte on the drive. You got the email?
And at first I was like, oh, no biggie. Like, we'll just book another. Like, no big deal. I didn't realize how low the inventory is. I mean, that's why you have to book it so many months in advance. So I started searching and I'm like, oh my gosh, there is... I'm just soaring.
It's a bird.
Oh my gosh, there is quite literally nothing in our price range. If we wanted the same caliber, which wasn't even that good, we would have to spend $2,000 more easily, which was just like a sickening thought. Like, no.
No, I mean, obviously it wasn't ideal, but we weren't panicking. We figured we were going to find a spot. My parents had planned to meet us down there, so that was the whole game plan, was to just find another place. We ended up finding a place, booked it, and then what we were running into was, then on top of all the fees that Airbnb put on top, like, makes it more expensive, cleaning fees, all that other stuff. They were trying to add more fees after for, you had to apply to the buildings for safety checks, background checks, and then even other fees and things. So we had canceled one, and then, are we telling the story of that guy?
Sure. I wasn't even planning on that.
So then,
let's just go for
a
it.
guy reached out to us. He's a property manager, so he does some Airbnb. He actually reached out to us directly because he was the Airbnb we canceled the second one. He was working on that with them. So then he asked, like, oh, what was the overall cost? I can try to find another unit within that same price range, XYZ, which, hey, fine, perfect. We can go outside of Airbnb. We're not tied to that platform. So he does. He finds a couple options and whatnot, and then we agree on a price just over the phone, which was about the exact same we were paying originally. He found us another spot, so we were trying to stay in Brickell. This would have been more right downtown by the basketball arena. And so yeah, I'm like, send the lease. This all works. Within the lease, again, all the extra add-ons were tagged then on top of the original price we already agreed upon, which I think would have been a grand total of like $300 extra, which at the end of the day isn't the end of the world.
But for me, it's the
But
principle.
it was just, yeah, it's like, you lie. Don't say all in cost is going to cost you this and then try to add on more. So that upset us.
Yeah, like I'm just like, nope, you don't get my business. I think my mom once said to me, like, you spite your face by cutting off your nose or something like that.
I don't know if that's the term, but I know what you're trying to say.
Like, I'll put it somewhere. But I am very much like that, and I know that's not good, but I'm just a very much like principle kind of person. If I can't explain it. Like, it just means a lot to me to be a good person.
You are very much like,
What?
we always make the joke, like, at school, like, no cheating, no, like, you're very,
We all
you're
must
like
do
by
the
the
right
book,
thing.
yeah, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but you're very,
Enneagram 1, if anyone knows.
sure, whatever that means, but,
Like, morals are high. In college, I'm just gonna tell you, I had a friend who, like, stole produce, like, when we did the self-checkout. I like, literally, like, it angered me. Like, when I say angered, not just like a little like, oh, like she's like, I wanted to turn her in. Not really, I never would have, but I just don't like when people lie, cheat, or steal. And he lied.
no, so anyway, so he sent us the lease, but we never signed it or anything, so we just never signed it, and we had been, here for 2 weeks at that point? Mm-hmm. So we were here for 2 weeks. We actually got to see a little bit of the beach, the downtown. Like, we had finally been able to settle in a little bit. And we really, like, at least I think, but I can say we just really liked it. We liked this area. We liked being close to the beach. Downtown St. Pete's a lot of fun. More fun than I was even anticipating with things to do. So then we asked my parents if they would want to come here instead. So, da-da-da-da.
We're doing
staying in
another
St.
one.
Pete.
But we're going to a different Airbnb, so that'll be a fun little reveal. I believe when this is uploaded, like the day this is uploaded, we're moving. So follow me on Instagram because I'll be maybe doing some like Q&As and stories on there. But my big thing was if we were going to veer from Miami, because Zach's parents booked a refundable room and their flights were refundable, but obviously it's a pain to have to rebook things. So I thought, okay, if we end up not doing Miami, which Zach's parents are like the most go with the flow, kind, like wonderful people, like I can't, like, we're lucky. I feel like not everyone would just be like, yeah, whatever. But they like did not like make us feel bad. I was like, let's do a 2-bedroom then, so that they have to cancel their Airbnb and it's slightly different, but at least they'll save money and they won't have to get a whole separate place. And it just so worked out that I did find a 2-bedroom in this area that I think is going to be so nice and like so great, and they're going to be staying with us for I think a week.
Yeah, I think it's 5 or 6 days. I don't know. I don't pay attention that closely to things.
Oh my gosh,
but
that's
one
my
of those.
biggest baby. I can't stand it.
But yeah, shush.
I'm sorry.
It'll be nice, hopefully. I mean, we've liked this like property. It's been quiet. We've had no problems.
I just love it. And can I just say, when we first got here, you started loving it before I did. I was feeling just, I can't even explain it, like weird. Like I just felt, I think most people can relate. When you're in a new place, sometimes you're just, it just change isn't always like exciting. It's sometimes weird and like adapting. When you were gone that first day and I was just walking around here, it was just literally all old men because they were golfing on a Sunday. And I was like, I just felt weird. I was like, get me out of here. And then I just love it. Like I love it so much. No offense to old men.
No, I think we both do because it is. I mean, we are living in a retirement community. It's not a retirement community, but essentially this is where people buy their property to retire. So it is. So that is different. It's very different. We've never lived anywhere like that. And then yeah, I mean the beach is really close, but like It's a drive still, but now that we know the beaches that we like, I mean, we can drive and park at a beach in 5 minutes. Paso Grill is right there. And then yeah, we've been able to find restaurants.
So cute.
That we like downtown St. Pete. Now that we've been able to settle in, I'm very happy that we're staying.
I'm so happy. Like especially we found out we actually know people who are here for the month. I'm just, everything aligned. My old college roommate, it turns out she's going to be coming to St. Pete Beach next month, where I wouldn't have seen her otherwise. I hope I can see her, but I mean, like, the stars are aligning. I'm just so happy. Like, I really am.
No, I mean, this last weekend, I had my best friend come into town. His dad came into town. Clancy's mom came into town.
Why'd you name my mom third?
Because that was just the order I'm going in.
I'm kidding. Oh my God, you can't be serious and I'm joking. Makes me look like a freak.
Well, you are.
Makes you look like a freak.
I'm not a freak. So yeah, I mean, it's been fun because it just feels like a little like a long vacation.
Oh, it literally
people
feels
are
like
coming in, and just because I've always associated the beach in Florida for like week vacations, winter break, whatever it might be. So yeah, it's been fun.
And we've even tossed around the idea of like, I don't know, living here. Like, we don't know.
No, so whether we keep traveling or try to settle down come next year after we do our stint in Long Island.
I know, we still have to go. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys the update that we are staying put. New condo though. Hopefully it's as good. This one's a little risky. I believe we're the first people to be staying there for an Airbnb rental. There are no reviews. That's a little scary.
When we looked, there was actually quite a bit of options in this area. I don't know if there still are.
Zach, the options you were showing.
The options I was looking at are identical.
They're not.
To where we're staying.
They're not.
Right now.
Oh, no, they're not.
They are.
You know they're not, Zach.
You know they're not. They are. They are
then
literally the same thing.
I mean, it would have been nice to save, but then why were they $3,000 less?
Some of them were cheaper. They're trying to get them booked.
No, and why do you think they aren't getting booked? Zach, they were full of carpet. The things were
crazy.
like rusted. It literally did not look livable. The things you were... I respect it.
Yeah, all right.
Trying to save money.
That's where we're going. What's what we're doing? Toodaloo.
Bye, Zach. Now that he's gone, we can really connect. And we'll just pretend like he's not sitting literally 5 feet away. But yeah, seriously, we're very excited. I did not see this one coming. Like, I am more like, woo, like, let's go to like new places. And I understand this kind of defeats the purpose of seeing new places, but also this is a best case scenario of like really loving a place and wanting to be here. I'd way rather this than being like, oh my gosh, when are we gonna leave? Zach, you're caught.
What am I caught?
I've never met anyone who eats watermelon the way you do.
It doesn't make sense. They don't use a fork and bite it.
You slurp. Like, it's like you like try to slurp out all the juice before you eat it.
With the water, sometimes you go.
Not sometimes. Every night. Listen, it's a cute quality as he sits here watching his Wheel of Fortune, but we'll see what the people think.
So when I get a piece of watermelon, that's in.
But how come it's every piece, every night, every time you eat it?
It's dripping. Let's see the drip.
Okay, so if I were you...
So you just do that.
No, but if I were you, I would just eat it. Oh my gosh, I am dying at how sad, angry, and annoyed he looks all at once.
It gets all over you when you move it.
How come I've never slurped my watermelon in my life, and I eat a lot of it?
I've never once seen you eat watermelon, so...
Okay, that one's not dripping. I dare you to eat that without slurping. Also, I'm just sitting here eating my dinner. Hello? Guys, can we all please just note that my vlog camera, which cost hundreds of dollars, very great quality, amazing camera, is sitting right there as I film on my iPhone. This is ridiculous. I don't know. Zach and I really want Zach to apply for Wheel of Fortune. He's actually good. I'm not just saying that. Like, he gets it before most of the people. Like, that's his one thing. But I briefly looked at the audition thing. We need like a fun fact. Like, you have to include like a fun fact or like something about yourself to really make yourself stand out. Or at least I am like stumped. I don't really know what direction we should go. So comment below if you have any fun fact ideas. I mean, you know Zach. You know him. You love him. He's like your little buddy. Have you thought of any fun facts at all that we could use?
I'm trapped.
What? In what? Now we're watching some storm coverage, or I guess this is before the storm hits. Right now it's in East Florida as a Category 1 hurricane, and it's coming to us as a tropical storm. Are we going to remove the patio furniture or no?
Yes.
We are. And by we, we mean you. I look very scary, and this is my cue to end the vlog here. I've basically just been reading all night, hopefully gonna start a new book tomorrow. It's gonna be just like a rainy day. I do plan on vlogging, so make sure you're subscribed to see our first storm here in Florida. Luckily, like, we don't have to evacuate, nothing like that. It's just gonna probably be very windy, very rainy. So anyway, the reason, by the way, I'm hunkered down like this, like, that is because it's actually hurting my arm to extend, like, with the camera. It's a whole thing. Finally, though, I did book an appointment to get my shoulder looked at because it's just not getting better. So anyway, I could talk all about that next vlog, but in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.